Okay, let's talk about getting way better answers from AI. Today, we're going to transform you from someone who just kinda uses AI into a real DeepSeek master. Seriously. By the end of this, you'll know exactly how to get what you need, every single time. Let's dive right in.
You know that feeling, right? You ask an AI a question, and the answer you get back is, well, it's just so generic, it's boring, it's not very helpful, and it's definitely not what you were hoping for. That exact frustration, that's what we're going to fix today.
And this, right here, gets to the absolute heart of it. Just look at the difference. On one side you have, tell me about science. I mean, where does an AI even start with that? It's way too big. But on the other side, it's so specific. You're giving it a role, a helpful older sibling, you're giving it a clear topic, an audience, and even a fun analogy. The difference is night and day, and that's the secret sauce. Context is everything.
So, here's our game plan. First, we'll get the basics down, how to start off on the right foot. Then we'll get into the real fun, the art of asking killer questions. After that, I'll show you how to tweak the results, unlock some seriously cool power user tools, and then the final step, you becoming the master.
Okay, so first things first. Getting a great answer, well, it actually starts before you even type a single word. It's all about setting the stage for success right from the get-go. And that first step is super simple, just getting access. You can hop on the DeepSeek website on your computer, or you can grab the official app for your phone. And you know the best part? It's totally free to get started. So you can literally follow along with me right now. Now, this is a tiny little habit, but trust me, it makes a huge difference. You gotta think of each chat like a totally separate conversation. It's like talking to someone who only remembers what you've discussed in that specific chat. So if you're asking about recipes and then suddenly switch to asking for resume help, it's gonna get confused and mix things up. The golden rule is simple. New project, new chat. Always. All right, let's get into the main event. This is the core skill. How you craft your question, your prompt, is without a doubt the single most important thing you can do to get amazing results.
Okay, this one is a total game changer. You have to give the AI a job, a role to play. So instead of just saying, give me a workout, you tell it to act as a friendly fitness coach. That one little phrase changes everything. It tells the AI what personality to have, what tone to use, what kind of knowledge to tap into. All of a sudden, you're not just getting a list of exercises, you're getting encouragement and actual coaching.
And this works for pretty much anything. Need help with your job search? Boom, it's a career counselor. Trying to write some marketing stuff? Tell it to be a professional copywriter. You see? By giving it a role, you're basically aiming its expertise like a laser beam right at your problem.
Here's another big one. If you have a huge task, like plan my entire vacation, don't just dump it all on the AI in one go. You gotta break it down into smaller bites. First, ask it for city suggestions. Then, once you've picked a city, ask for a day-by-day plan. Then, ask about the local food. It's just like talking to a person, one step at a time. It keeps the AI focused and gets you way better results. So here's something a lot of people miss. The first answer you get is just the starting point. It's not the end. A real pro knows that it's a conversation. You have to steer it and work with the AI to get to that perfect answer. Seriously, just talk to it. If the answer isn't what you wanted, just tell it. You can say things like, can you make that way simpler? Or, I need a few more examples for that second point. Or you can even say, hey, can you rewrite that but make it sound more professional? Every time you ask a follow-up, you're guiding it, getting it closer and closer to what you're imagining. And listen, you've got a couple of really handy tools right at your fingertips. If you see it start to write something and it's just completely going in the wrong direction, just hit the stop button. No harm, no foul. But if your question was solid and you just want to see a different version of the answer, hit regenerate. It's basically like saying, okay, that's one idea, what else you got? Okay, you've got the art of conversation down. Now it's time to level up. We're going to unlock some of the real power user features now, and these will let you use DeepSeek in some really cool new ways.
You see this little paperclip icon? This thing is awesome. It's how you give the AI your own stuff to work with. It's a total game changer. Yeah, you can upload PDFs, Word documents, presentations, even pictures that have text in them. And what this means is you can ask DeepSeek to work on your content. So you can upload an essay and say, hey, check my grammar. Or upload a long report and say, summarize this for me. It is so useful.
All right, next up is web search. Here's the thing you need to know about AIs. Their knowledge isn't always up to the minute. It has a cutoff point. But you can connect it to the live internet, and that changes everything. Now, this is super important. It's not on by default. You have to flick the switch to turn it on before you ask your question. Once you do that, you can ask about anything that's happening right now. You can get the latest news or find reviews for a product that just came out yesterday. It's how you get real-time information.
So, we've gone over the tools, we've gone over the techniques, but we've saved the most important step for last. This is what really separates a casual user from a master: using your own judgment. You have to remember this. The AI is an amazing assistant, maybe the best assistant you'll ever have. But it's just that, an assistant. It's not perfect. At the end of the day, you are the one in charge. You're the boss. And being the boss means two things. First, you have to fact check. If the information is important, you need to double check it. Don't just trust it blindly. And second, you've got to edit. The AI gives you a really good first draft, but it's your job to go in there and add your own voice, your own personality to really make it shine.
And there you have it. You've got the complete toolkit. You know how to start right, how to ask amazing questions, how to use the power tools, and most importantly, how to use your own judgment. So now that you can ask way better questions, what are you going to create?